Hey friend, come pull up a chair, get cozy, grab your sketchbook or iPad, and let's paint together for a little while. Today I'm working on a new piece for my Tropical Birds collection, something I've been so excited about, but also, if I'm being honest, kind of overwhelmed by. Because right now I'm juggling a lot behind the scenes. I'm trying to figure out how to make my digital and physical artwork feel more like two sides of the same coin, wrestling a bit with imposter syndrome and designing another coloring book, all while trying to grow this little creative business of mine. If you're also deep in your own creative chaos, just know you're not alone. Let's chat while we create about art, life, figuring things out as we go, the good, the messy, all of it. Sound good? Let's get into it. Let me take you back for a sec. For the longest time, I stuck with that safe feeling. Sketching gentle florals, quiet pages in my sketchbook, drawing soft little characters I was so shy to share. I think part of me was scared that if I shared it too soon, someone would tell me it wasn't good enough. And I already feared that myself. Then one day I drew this Mandarin duck in gouache. It wasn't perfect, in fact it was bold, messy and a little bit awkward. But it made me smile. It had this quirky energy. Something about it felt alive in a way I hadn't seen in my work before. That one painting cracked something open for me. From that one duck came the idea for a whole Tropical Birds collection. Not just because birds are beautiful, though, oh my gosh, the colors, look at this piece. But because they challenge me in the best way. They force me to explore foliage, texture, unusual color combinations, and movement. They become both a challenge and a comfort. That's the kind of sweet spot, right? But here's where things get hard. My art doesn't always translate in the way that I want it to. I'll put something on paper and I'll fall in love with it, but when I try to do something on digitally, it just feels a little bit different from my work. Or I'll do really great digital art, but when I try to do it with real paint and pencils, it just loses its spark. It's like it's missing the soul. Have you ever felt that? That's what I'm working through right now. I want my style to feel like me, no matter the medium, whether it's colored pencil, gouache, or digital brush. I want people to look at it and know where it came from, the same heart. So right now I'm experimenting, trying to bridge the gap between traditional and digital art. And spoiler alert, I haven't figured it out yet. But maybe that's the point. Maybe the figuring out part is the art. Lately I've been focusing on small, intentional practice. Learning how to simplify shadows, how to use line work to add character without muddying my colors, how to stop overworking every detail, whether you're drawing birds or blobs or potato-shaped creatures. Here are a few practical things that have helped me lately. These are my best art tips for when I'm feeling stuck or bored. So I always think it's great to start loose. Don't aim for perfection, just let your hand move on the page. Always use big shapes, think large shapes, and don't overthink the form. And make sure that you layer slowly, whether you're trying to use markers or digital tools or paint. Going from light to dark gives you room to grow. And adding texture, don't blend everything. Sometimes that gritty texture is exactly what gives a piece its charm. Take those intentional breaks. It sounds simple, but walking away from your art for an hour or even a day often brings the clarity that you couldn't find while staring at it for too long. Some days, I absolutely love being an artist. Other days, I feel like I'm running in circles, making content, designing books, trying to show up online. wondering if I'm doing enough or if any of it even matters at all. And in those moments, I try to remind myself I didn't start making art to go viral. I didn't start making books to hit bestseller lists. I started creating because it makes me feel alive. My How to Draw Cute book, that started because I kept getting the same DMs. How do you make things look so cute? So I wrote it down, drew it out, and made something that I could share with the world. The same thing with my coloring book. They began as passion projects, little printables I made for myself that slowly evolved into books that now sit on people's desks and coffee tables. That blows my mind every single time. And now I'm working on a new one. It's going to be a mix of whimsical characters, positive quotes, and cozy magical vibes, and I'll be releasing it very soon. I want it to feel like a gentle hug, something you can flick through on a hard day and just feel better. But the hardest part lately is comparison. I follow so many incredible artists, and while it inspires me, sometimes it also stings. I'll see someone's polished portfolio and wonder, what's the point of my little bird doodles when someone out there is creating such a visual masterpiece? But I come back to this. No one else has my voice or yours. Your art matters because it's yours. Not because it's perfect, not because it gets likes, but because it came from a place only you can reach. And these are the things that I do when comparison just gets way too loud for me. I put my phone in another room while I'm creating so that I can keep my tiny art wins to myself. I always like to do a journal and just sketch for myself without judging. I also love to watch YouTube of artists that I admire taking their art out and talking about how it's hard for them. It's so grounding. So if you're in that place, whether you're building a portfolio, trying to find your style, or picking up a pencil again after months away, here's what I want you to know. Progress isn't linear. You'll have weird, wonderful, off days. Keep going. Because it takes time. It's not about finding your style. It's about letting you find it through trial and error and joy. Not everything needs to be for people to see. Some of your best work might only live in your sketchbook, but that doesn't make it less important. It's valuable. If you're dreaming of turning your art into a business, start tiny. You don't need to launch a full plan or have 10,000 followers. Just share what you love. My coloring books and illustration work all started from sharing small pieces, showing up consistently and listening to what people connected with. And I'm still working through that now. Right now, I'm working on a tropical birds collection for licensing, which is a new venture for me. A brand new coloring book with cozy, uplifting vibes, which I should be releasing very soon. Experimenting with how to merge my digital and physical art into one style. And slowly, quietly building a creative brand that feels like home. Some days I make real progress. Some days I procrastinate with chocolate and scroll on TikTok. But I always return to the page because this, creating, connecting, exploring, this is the life I want. And if you're here, whether you're painting along, listening while you work, or just need a creative pep talk today, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Keep showing up, keep sketching, keep sharing your magic. You've got this. And on the days you forget, come back to this video and I'll be right here, messy desk and all, figuring it out alongside you. And if this video made you feel a little less alone in your creative journey, I'd love it if you hit the subscribe button. It helps me keep making content like this. And it lets me know that this little art space we're building together matters to you too. Big hugs, Chantel.